Hello everybody, thanks for joining me again today. So I wanted to go back way back in time to May 3rd of 2016 to take a second look at my very first video breakdown. That breakdown centered on this guy right here, entitled Bigfoot Hit by Car Recorded by Backup Camera. Now, over the last year and a half, I've gone back and looked at this thing a few times, and I thought, even though I pretty much hit all the points that you really had to hit, I think I could have done a better job. Reading through my comments that have been posted about my breakdown on this piece of footage, one person in particular noted that I should go over and take a look at Thinker Thunker's breakdown. So I did. The first thing I noticed was that he has comments disabled. And I can only imagine that he got bashed pretty hard for his particular opinion about this breakdown. And he really didn't say anything that was worthy of being bashed about. All he said, and he didn't come out and say that this definitely was a Bigfoot or definitely wasn't a Bigfoot. All he really said was that the size of this creature could be determined by the width of this road. And he called on the people who made this video to go out and do a measurement of this road and film themselves doing it. Now, to my knowledge, they have never done that, and I don't expect them to do so because, in my opinion, this is 100% a hoax, and for them to go out and expose themselves perpetrating the hoax would be counterproductive. So here's the clip, one more time.
Hit something. Oh, it didn't hurt the car. Is that right there? Oh my gosh, go.
All right, well, here is the money shot, so to speak, and I've added a little bit of stabilization to it so you can see it a little better. Okay, now, as I noted in my very first breakdown, it's very pixelated, and it is in fact a backup camera, but there is something we can take from this that can help us determine the height of this creature. You'll notice here, if you take a look at this road beyond these lines right here, that there are no lines on the road itself. Right? There's nothing on the shoulder, and there's definitely no lines in the middle of the road. This indicates that this is most likely somebody's driveway or some kind of private access. However, there is enough information from the lines in the backup camera for us to get a good determination of just how wide the road is. The lines of these backup cameras are generally set to about the width of a car. Now, sometimes they're a little bit narrower and sometimes they're a little bit wider, but we can take the average width of a car and determine the width of these backup lines, or the lines in the backup camera, and determine the actual width of the road. So I've taken a couple stills from this piece of video and I've loaded up into a piece of software called Tracker. This software will allow us to measure objects in the footage and get a pretty good idea of just how tall this subject is. Now we're going to use these lines from the backup camera as our basis for every measurement that we see here, because we know that these lines in the backup camera are based on the width of a car, and in this case a sedan. Now, we don't know the exact width, but we can use the average for a sedan anywhere in the world, which is from reference.com, that number is 6.25 feet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to calibrate this using a calibration stick just like this. I'm going to put it down here as close to the camera as we can to get the most accurate measurement. Right there. And then right to there. And we're going to call this number 6.25 feet, average width of a car. So now we have this basis here. Every measurement we do from here on out will be based on our calibration stick right here. So now, in order to get the size of the road, I need to take one more measurement. And we're going to base it from the white part of the road here to the opposite shoulder over here. I know that number is a little bit hard to see. Actually, I'm going to bring it down a little bit more, make it a little bit more accurate. Okay, so we've established this road is about, according to this measurement, about 7.5 feet wide. I think it would be a good idea to round that up to 8 feet, and we'll use 8 feet now for the next measurement, which will be of the subject itself. Now, this next still, I've put it in Photoshop and tried to correct it a little bit for some of the aberration caused by the fisheye lens. But it's still, you got to be careful. It's still going to have some of that fisheye effect on it, so we got to be careful with some of our measurements here. So we know from the measurement we took just a second ago that the road is about 8 feet wide. So now I'm going to calibrate our next measurement based on the width of the road that we took earlier. I'm going to try to do it as close to the subject as possible so that the measurement after that will be around the same, or around the same accuracy. All right, now we're going to call that 8 feet for the width of our road. So now, let's move this out of the way. Now the next measurement will be calibrated to the 8 feet of the side of the width of the road right here. So now our new measurement, we're going to start right about here. Appears to be the bottom of the foot. And then go up to here. Appears to be about the top of the head. Now this measurement says about 4.5 feet. Again, because of the aberration caused by the fixed eye lens, it's going to be a little bit taller than that, but not, not majorly so. Also, you have the effect of this person looks like it's crouched over running. But again, I think the important thing to see here is that this subject is well within the human range of height. So there you go. No question about it. This is some people, perpetrating the hoax. No question about it. It's running like a human. It's got a very baggy outfit on, and I think we've shown here that it's not very tall at all. 8-foot road, maybe a 5.5-foot, 6-foot tall person. So what do you think? Hit me up in the comments section and let me know. If you have any videos you'd like me to take a look at, send a suggestion down there. Head on over to my Facebook page and hit me up over there, and check back from time to time for updates. Sometime in the near future, I'm going to be doing a live breakdown. I'd love you to join me, and hit me up in the comment section and tell me what you think. So once again, thanks for joining me, and have a good day.